I'm not taking anything away from Rock's grandmother. I'm sure she did a lot and she's a great woman. But then it's like, okay, bro, so we got Rock's grandmother in there and not Ivan Koloff. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Agreed.
That's the part with me. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here, you know?
Let's talk about the two newest, as of this taping, the two newest inductees of the Hall of Fame announced is Muhammad Ali and Thunderbolt Patterson, ladies and gentlemen, in the WWE Hall of Fame. EC3, what are your thoughts on those two additions in the Hall of Fame this year?
Well, I mean, Ali went and wrestled Inoki in Japan, so like that's cool. Ali,
the airplane spin.
Yeah. I am completely unfamiliar with Thunderbolt, to be honest.
Oh, bro, Thunderbolt was fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, way ahead of his time. A sports entertainer before there was ever such a thing, bro. I swear, Chris, listen, man, let's be honest. You know, Bull Nakano, Thunderbolt Patterson, bro. I would sincerely challenge whether or not Vince McMahon knew anything about Thunderbolt Patterson. Those two would have never ever been in the Hall of Fame. Oh. I was thrilled, Chris. I was ecstatic because if you watch this guy, bro, he was like he was very close to like a black Randy Savage. I mean, he was a sports entertainer before there was sport. He was
super charismatic.
Absolutely fantastic, man.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because I really want WWE to do two things. One, get a brick and mortar. Like, why in the world do you not have a brick and mortar? I think it's stupid to not have a brick and mortar. It seems as if one of the biggest reasons why, and let me know what you think about this, Vince, being a part of that backstage, as far as just the backstage stuff. Now, I know that they want to make this another money opportunity for the actual WrestleMania crowd that's coming from around the globe to be in a particular spot, so they're going to have more tickets sold for this event. So it's another money event, as opposed to having it in New York every single week with the same crowd that may dwindle down or something like that. Or you might not have in the arena, so to speak, you can get more people than just a brick and mortar, perhaps. So, I mean, that's the only logic that I can think, the reason why they don't have a brick and mortar. But why would you want to kind of bastardize, in a sense, the Hall of Fame for the sake of getting tickets from the local the weekend WrestleMania crowd, though? Why don't you just have a brick and mortar? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. And Chris, also, man, I don't know if you read this or not, but bro, listen, I'll never take away anybody going into the Hall of Fame, because I know for 95% of those people what it means to them. Yeah. But Chris, there was a story today that Rock's grandmother was being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I'm missing the connection.
Ata?
I think so. I mean, look it up, man. It broke. They announced it today, and I'm missing the connection of why Rock's grandmother would get an induction into the Hall of Fame.
I know she was a promoter for Polynesian pro wrestling for a while.
Well, then maybe it was something like that. But yeah, I think they just announced that today, Chris.
So the Rock's grandmother, Leah, might be set to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with her at all.
Oh, Ata's Rock's mom, isn't she?
I don't know.
Isn't she Soul Man, Rocky Johnson's wife? Wasn't she Rocky Johnson's wife? Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, that's his mom. Yeah, Ata Johnson. She's still living. Very nice. Yeah, grandmother. I don't know the.
Yeah, I gotta read up. I gotta read up on that, because I saw that and I didn't read it, and I didn't understand the connection.
It's a report from Meltzer, it looks like.
So it's opinion written down.
It's a 5-star report. Yeah. So she was a lead promoter in Hawaii from 82 to 88. So there you go. She was a Hawaiian.
That's where, like, when stuff like that happens, bro. Listen, I'm not taking anything away from Rock's grandmother. I'm sure she did a lot, and she's a great woman. But then it's like, okay, bro. So we got Rock's grandmother in there, and not Ivan Koloff. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's the part with me. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? You know?
Would it make sense for The Rock to headline the Hall of Fame this year? Like, who's the headliner? I know it's not Heyman, is it?
I guess he's the biggest name so far. There's a lot of talk about them putting Bray in.
Yeah, and that kind of that goes to my second question. So, I think he should be in, but as far as headlining, I mean, I would like to hear an argument of why he should headline the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm interested in, again, the brick and mortar, you know, and I would like a criteria. Like, I would like to have some type of criteria on their website or something of what makes someone eligible for the WWE Hall of Fame. Because if you think about it, in all other sports, you have to have an eligibility, and then there's a vote within a group of people. And you gotta wait
so many years.
You have to wait several years. I mean, people wait, 10, 15 plus years in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And so, and MLB is you got to wait a long time too. And so what's the criteria? I mean, and that's what I'm really interested in knowing, because at the end of the day, you can just throw names in the Hall of Fame and we're like, oh, okay, did the person deserve it? But what does that really mean, as far as deserve it versus not deserve it? Because Thunderbolt Patterson, as far as being an amazing, trailblazing black superstar, sure. But as far as WWE contribution,
right.
No, there's no criteria that doesn't meet. That meets that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I would like for that to be more clear cut to me, because it's confusing.
I would just like to say I'm going to research Thunderbolts a little bit more, because I'm looking them over.
Oh, you love it. You love it, bro. Look at some of his promos, EC3. You will pop huge, bro.
Very flamboyant, very charismatic. Yeah, he's awesome.